ABC4 Community Forum, where we talk to community leaders and local success stories to discuss important information that affects all of us here in Southern West Virginia. I'm your host, Brandy Lawrence, and today we're joined by another distinguished guest. Gail Oakes, who is the General Manager of Theater West Virginia, joins us at the forum this morning. Thanks so much for coming back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Awesome.
Glad to be here.
Great to have you. And I know the people out there are probably, especially the theater lovers out there, are wondering what's going on with Theater West Virginia. So, but for the people that are not familiar with Theater West Virginia, can you give them a little bit of a brief overview?
Yeah, Theater West Virginia was started by a group of individuals back in 1961. And they came together and they saw a need in the community of Beckley and Raleigh County that they could outreach different aspects of the arts to the community, and they began to write. Honey in the Rock was the very first production that they wrote together, and they also took shows on the road to schools and things like that. And then eventually they settled out at what is now the newest national park, New River Gorge National Park at Grandview, and they started producing Honey in the Rock. And they did Honey in the Rock for 10 years. That's all they did. And then during that time, they wrote Hatfields. And then once they started Hatfields, they did a couple years of Hatfields and sold it out, and then decided, you know what, we need to run these back to back. So they started running Hatfields and Hatfields and Honey for several years. And then as things grew and things like, they started adding other productions throughout. But yeah, since 1961, the Theater West Virginia has been around in the Raleigh County area.
Absolutely. And it's been such a West Virginia, well, Southern West Virginia staple. I think most people that grew up here, you've seen Hatfields and McCoys.
Honey in the Rock. And we are bringing back Honey in the Rock this year. I'm excited. It's been a few years. I think we were discussing, it's been about 5 years since we've had Honey in the Rock out there. So we're excited this year. We're having both Honey in the Rock and Hatfields and McCoys, and then another special musical at the end.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what inspired you guys to revisit, Hatfields and Honey in the Rock?
Actually, we had been discussing bringing back Honey in the Rock for just this season, and it actually came down to our cast last season. Our cast last season, they were very adamant that they wanted to do Honey in the Rock and Hatfields in repertoire like they used to back in the day. Back in the day, they'd have Hatfields one night and then Honey the next, and then Hatfields one night and then Honey the next. And it was amazing. I was kind of shocked on that, as I was like, that's a lot of work. Could you imagine learning 2 shows, each show minimum of 20 songs or more, if you're a lead in one, and then and just knowing what show you're doing that night and not mixing your parts up and things like that. But they were excited about it. And so it was brought to the board, and it was decided that's what we were going to do. So we are running 2 weeks of starting with Honey in the Rock on July 18th, June 18th, not July. June 18th, and then the very next night, Honey in the Rock, Hatfields and McCoys, and then the very next night is Honey in the Rock. So Honey, Hatfield, Honey. So yeah, then it goes like that on for 2 weeks.
Awesome. Well, I can see you guys are already working hard on that.
Yes,
so,
very much so.
I'm sure, the people out there would love to see it, especially anybody who's ever missed, one of these plays or haven't had a chance to see it. I mean, it's a really great experience.
And it is. And it's even for now that we're located in one of the newest national parks in the nation, foot traffic, tourism has come there because people make the parks their destination. They make it as, hey, a checkoff list. I've been to that national park. I've been to that national park. So we want to make sure that when they come, they get the full experience. And by doing 2 sets like this, I have had many calls going, hey, yeah, we're going to come see Honey on this night and Hatfield on that night. We're so excited because we're going to be in the area doing this XYZ. We wanted to see the park. And now you got both shows. We're going to do both shows. So that has been very exciting to hear a lot of people purchase tickets for both shows.
Good stuff. I'm sure it's going to be a great turnout. So.
Oh, big time. Yes, it already has been. Seats are filling up, so yes.
Awesome. And then we have another show coming up. I guess will be a newer one because I don't know if I'd never heard of you guys doing it before. At least I wasn't familiar with it. But
yes,
Footloose.
Yes, we are doing Footloose. And when we chose this, we didn't realize the big significance of this year, the 40 years and all that kind of stuff. But yes, we are doing Footloose this year. It is Theater West Virginia did it several years ago, and we decided to bring it back this year. And it's a fun musical that just gets people dancing, and it's got just a good story behind it. And Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that one. That one, I think a lot of people that have seen Honey and Hatfield through the year, like locals more than anything, have seen, Honey and I've seen that, but Footloose? Hey, I'm coming to see Footloose.
Yeah,
I remember that as a kid. I'm gonna come out and see Footloose. So yeah, I'm excited about that one.
Me as well. I think I have to come out and catch that one too.
Definitely,
so
definitely.
It should be fun. So, what is how's it been so far with casting and rehearsals and everything? I'm sure it's been a whirlwind experience, but probably a lot of fun.
It has been. Now, this season we were only able to hire approximately about 30 people, but we had well over 100 people audition. So it was very hard to narrow down what we needed and who fit what parts and things like that. We do like to hire local as much as possible and get our locals involved. We are Theater West Virginia, so we do have to on occasion bring people from out of state and things like that. But the process was a tough one, and the cast contracts went out this week, and all of them are coming back in, and they actually arrived the 1st of June. So they arrived, take that back. June 1st is a Saturday. We're looking for volunteers that day, but they actually arrive on the 3rd. Move-in day is the 3rd. Their first rehearsal is the 4th, and our opening day is the 16th. Or 18th, excuse me. Yeah. So they'll have their script before that, but they don't have a whole lot of time to get ready and learn all the dances and all that great stuff. So, yeah.
But I'm sure it's quite an experience for them. It's a lot of work. But
it's a lot of work because as soon as they open Honey and Hatfield, they'll start rehearsing in the evening or during the day for Footloose and learning those. So they'll have 3 plays of roles going through their heads because it's the same cast for all the shows. That you're not going to recognize them in different roles and different things like that. But yeah, and it won't be the same lead for all the shows. So there's different leads because each show has different stronger points and different things that we need.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure. Well, I know that I do, and I'm sure the crowd out there. They also really appreciate all the hard work that it takes for y'all to come out and entertain us like this.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of building. It's a lot of lighting, electrical, cleaning. We were out there this past weekend cleaning, painting, and just updating and things like that. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done before they even get here, before the cast even arrives. So if people want to volunteer, we are looking for volunteers.
Yep, and you said the magic word because that's exactly what I was about to ask you about. I know there was a volunteer opportunity last weekend to come out and help at the theater. So we tried to get a little bit of, put that on the news and try to get that out there.
And also this weekend.
And this weekend as well. We'll have another, another little story about that. So, anybody interested can be up on that.
Yes, and then on the 16th, that Monday night, at 6 o'clock, we are having an interest meeting that Monday night at the Paw Paw Tree, Theater West Virginia's Paw Paw Tree, 715 North Canal, downtown Beckley, of anybody who wants to volunteer this season out at the park. Maybe just help concessions, help seat people, if it does rain before a performance, help white down seats, talk to people, help take tickets, help sell merchandise, just things like that. So we are looking for volunteers to just help out there this season. We always need people. So yeah,
awesome. And that's probably a great opportunity as well because I know that the theater outside is just so beautiful and
it's amazing.
And to be able to work and volunteer, but you also get to catch a show. So
yeah, catch a show, and there might be a few more little benefits we might give you just for volunteering. So it would be nice. Yeah, we're just looking for volunteers, people who love theater and who have loved Theater West Virginia, and they want to see it grow is what we're looking for. Not people to just, I'm tired, I want to come out. But we're looking for people who just love Theater West Virginia and love theater. That may not necessarily act or sing or whatever, but they want to be involved. So this is a great way to be involved. And you never know, you may find a talent out there and go, hey, I can do this,
Cool.
And find your own little niche out there. So.
Definitely. So they just need to get in touch with you all or attend the interest meeting?
Both. They can get in touch with us at our website, or they can email us or call us. It's all listed on theaterwestvirginia.org. You can get on there, and it's also just spelled out, theaterwestvirginia.org, and reach us through there or come to the entrance meeting and find out what we're planning for the future, not just for the summer, but just year-round volunteers for different activities and things like that.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
And for all our theater lovers out there that want to keep coming and catching the shows and things like that, I see you all have a membership that you offer.
Yes, we offer memberships. Now, memberships basically come down to $10 a ticket. Honestly, is what it comes down to. Plus, you get extra little benefits such as food cards for the concessions and percentage off merchandise and things like that. Yeah, so those are wonderful, wonderful ways to support the theater. And those tickets that you get are open for all the shows, so you get to pick your whatever shows you want to go to. If you do a $1,000 membership, that's 100 tickets. You can take all the Fringe you want and come and go as you want. That's 100 tickets. And then we have sponsorships as well, which are great for businesses who want to maybe give away tickets and a drawing, or give away tickets to their employees and have an employee party out there at the top of the house. Or I've had several, they do that. They use them as, as I said, giveaways, or, hey, you bought so much money, here's a free ticket to Theater West Virginia, that type of stuff. But yeah, so we've got sponsorships as well, and on both of those, your names will be listed on the wall up front and in our programs, so that people know that you've supported us and continue to support the arts in West Virginia.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I'm sure a lot of businesses would love to get in on that.
Yes, we've had a lot of them. We've actually had a lot. We're still looking for, our biggest thing right now is we're looking for businesses to host to sponsor on Mondays, Tuesdays, on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays. Most businesses want weekends because their employees can come on weekends. But if, say you close at 5 o'clock, come out, bring your employees out and come out on a Tuesday night. And I mean, those nights are a lot of fun nights too, because they're not necessarily as crowded, but you'll have more opportunity to meet people, more opportunity to greet people, more opportunity to talk with individuals and that cast and things like that. So yeah, and then we've talked about adding a few extra little perks for those that maybe sponsor on those nights, on top of their original perks. Yep.
Wonderful. And sometimes going out on a Tuesday or Wednesday somewhere in the middle of the week, it's like a nice little treat. Like
date nights.
It takes out the monotony.
Mother's Day's coming up. Tickets for Mother's Day. I know this is coming out on Sunday, but you can buy your tickets that day, And so, yeah, Mother's Day tickets. We had a lady buy Father's Day tickets, to give to her father and for Father's Day, and just different things like that, yeah. Date nights are wonderful. Just, hey, midweek date night. Why not?
That's a great time, a great gift. So we're about to go up on our first break, but before we go, do you mind plugging the contact information so everybody knows where to get this information?
Hi, you can go to theaterwestvirginia.org. All our information about buying tickets there, upcoming events, things like that are listed on our website. You can also reach us at 304-256-6800. That is our phone number. You can reach us there at that. And also you can reach us at theaterwv62@gmail.com.
Awesome. And you guys stay tuned. I will be right back here with Gail Oakes, and we're going to talk more about what Theater West Virginia has planned for this spring and summer. Welcome back to Sunday Community Forum. I'm here with General Manager Gail Oakes of Theater West Virginia, and we're talking about everything that the theater has going on currently and has coming up soon. So we were talking more about the volunteers for the Interest Day.
Yeah.
That will be on Monday the 13th,
yeah.
at 6 p.m.
Yep.
So if you're interested, in volunteering or seeing what Theater West Virginia has going on, make sure to come out.
Yeah, and that's all volunteers. It does, whatever your skill level is, if you have a love for the theater of any sort, we'd love to have come out and learn about what we're looking for and what we're needing for Theater West Virginia.
And that's at the Beckley
It is
location?
yes, we call it the pawpaw tree. It is the old learning tree on Canal. Most people know it by the learning tree, but it's the pawpaw tree, and it's 115 North Canal Street.
Awesome.
At 6 o'clock, we'll be there. We'll have treats, and at least come for the treats.
At least,
Shoot, come for the food. And maybe learn something along the way.
Food and the information, you know. It sounds like a good time.
Yes.
So, we also have the Academy. I see the Academy has ended since then, but they have some things going on this summer.
Yes, we are going to be hosting a summer camp this summer at the Raleigh Playhouse. It'll be a week-long camp. So be looking for that information coming out very, very soon. Space will be limited because, we can't fit all 500 kids in there or anything like that. But definitely be looking for that to be released very, very soon.
Awesome. So academies are usually like in the spring?
Yeah, now we have a spring academy, and then we'll have a fall one. We'll have one after the season is over in the fall. There'll be another just spring academy that'll offer lots of different options of classes, acting classes, singing classes, dancing classes, improv, acting for the television, different things like that. And they're for all ages. A lot of people like to think the academy is just for kids. Yes, there are some of the groups are just for kids, but like acting for the television, you don't have to be a kid for that, So they'll teach you how to make a B-roll, and they'll even help you submit to television stations and things like that. So there's lots and lots of options out there. So be watching for that. That'll start back up again this fall.
Sounds good.
I'm excited about it.
If anybody wants to, learn to act or sing or want to be on TV, just get in touch with Theater West Virginia. They're trying to help.
Improv's another fun one. I love improv. So
that sounds fun.
Improv groups are a lot of fun.
I've always loved Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh my goodness, you have no idea.
So I'm sure that camp is a riot.
Oh yeah,
I'd like to be a fly on the wall.
Yeah, but then when you get kids to do it, it is even funnier.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's a great time. So we got West Virginia Day coming up next month.
Yes, June 20th, we are featuring Honey in the Rock that day, and it is free for everyone. You can go online right now to theaterwestvirginia.org, go to June 20th of Honey in the Rock, pick your seat, print your tickets at zero cost. But I recommend doing it very soon. Last I saw, the entire middle section from the top to the bottom is completely full. So we are over 50% capacity at this point. So tickets are going very fast for that one. I know a lot of people have called and they've, I want to go to the 20th and the 21st. I want to see Honey in the Rock, and then I'll see Hatfields. And I'm like, well, hey, guess what? You'll get your tickets 50% off. They're like, oh, really? That's a great deal. Then I would tell them that, the tickets are free for the 20th. And that just blew their mind. They just thought that was amazing. So, yes, we are featuring the story of West Virginia on West Virginia Day, June 20th.
That's a good, well, it's a great, promotion,
Yeah.
like West Virginia Day, the story of West Virginia. You can hear it for free. So you guys get on that, real quick.
come out, and get your tickets very quickly. As I said, you can do it today, print them, save them, no cost, zero, not even tax, just free for you for the day.
Free.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we did get to talk, last year here at the forum. I think you were still kind of, fairly new, just kind of jumping into it.
I was green under the gills last year. Yes, I had just started last March. So this past March was 1 year. March 1st was 1 year. So I've learned a lot in this year, and I still have lots to learn, and there's still lots to grow, and lots of things. As we've brought the academy back, and exciting things like that, and just the new season this year, how we're getting things scheduled and getting casting and starting new adventures with our Instagrams and TikToks and, all the different forums, YouTube TV and things like that we can get the information out there to people, and Facebooks, and yeah. So it's been a very long, interesting year, but I've had fun. Theater is my life 24/7. Drama 24/7 is what I like to say. And it's worth it. It honestly is worth it. It's my dream job. So, it's not a job when it's a
dream job,
Yeah, when it's your dream, it's not a job. So now, it's been great, and I'm excited about this new season and the cast bringing some new people back, or bringing old people back and bringing some new people in and things like that. It's just going to be an exciting season, and bringing back Honey in the Rock, and the excitement of seeing that being brought to life. And the big fancy ball gown dresses and, all those big fancy dresses. That was always my favorite when it came to Honey in the Rock. So
it'll be a good time. I'm sure the cast will love that too.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. They already are looking forward to it. They already are. Yes.
And you said they'll be here next month. Correct?
Yes. Now, we are looking, speaking of volunteers, you can either come to Monday's meeting, or if you just want to help, we are on Saturday the 1st of June, we are setting up housing. We do have about 14 individuals that do need housing. Some are from West Virginia area or have been in our shows in the past and are coming back to the area, but they do need housing. And because of that, we've got to set up that housing. And we've got mattresses to move, and we have beds to set up, and, things like that, cleaning, tables, couches, things like that. And we're just going to need people who can lift things and move things and help us out on the 1st. We'll meet at the Pawpaw Tree. That's where the housing is. There are 2 apartment units there, one for the females, one for the males. And we'll meet there first and gather the people, and then go gather the stuff and start moving it on in. But we need cleaners. Even if you can't lift, we need cleaners to sweep out, and just wipe things down, make sure things are clean and, ready for the cast, because the cast will show up on the 3rd. So we need to make sure on that 1st that they are ready, that we are ready for them to show up there. Yep.
So anybody wants to help, you guys get in touch with Theater West Virginia, and let's see if we can get these actors, settled in.
Yes, help us make it special for them this year. If you've got something neat and exciting you want to bring, and I made the comment the other day, I said maybe we'll put little chocolates on all their, on their beds or something,
Yeah, they got a lot of work to do. They're going to need that sugar and that caffeine to keep them going.
Yeah,
these roles
that one chocolate's going to last them all season.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, you're almost 2 years in now? About a year?
Me?
A year.
It was a year in March.
Yeah. A year in March.
So,
going forward with Theater West Virginia, what are some things, if money was no object, what are some things that you would love to see Theater West Virginia do, in the future?
In the future, I would love to see, if money was not an object, like if there was literally limited access, I would love to see some rebuilds out at the park, some upgrades out there, the stage, and some repainting and stuff that has, since 1961 has been around, has, fallen through. So that's number 1. Number 2, I would love a traveling troupe to come back and start traveling the country in the off season. Just the region around us, traveling to schools, to local community theaters, and putting on shows. Back in the day, they used to do marionettes, and I saw pictures of them the other day, and they were a bit scary, but at the same time, they were historical. You know what I mean? And they took up to kids and adults, and the people just thought they were the coolest thing ever. Even they were scary, they just thought that, and something like that would be really cool to bring back. Or even if not a marionette, but a traveling acting group that would, in the off season, travel to these local community theaters and schools, and also, again, a school group that during the school year would, visit the classrooms and the young kids and put on small productions and things like that. Yeah, so there's a lot. And then just fun activities to bring people out to know that Theater West Virginia is not just the shows we do in the park. The Theater West Virginia is a year-round business. It's a year-round theater. Like, I mean, we do a Christmas Carol at Christmas time. You know, they've been doing that, I think, because this was my first year working with them on it, and I think they were talking 50 years at least doing Christmas Carol, 40 to 50 years doing Christmas Carol. So it's kind of, that's another kind of a tradition people talk about. Oh yeah, I brought my kids to see Theater West Virginia Christmas Carol. So, things like that. Money's not an object. Maybe one day having our own like indoor rehearsal space, because we borrow a lot from the community, and the community is amazing to Theater West Virginia, and I want to thank all of those people in the community that do help us out, and all the businesses and sponsors and all the wonderful people that have reached out and helped us out over the years. But to have our own dance rehearsal space that, you know what I mean, like we could literally, not be out at 12, because they have to take a break out, because out in that sun in the afternoons, they can't rehearse. But to have an air-conditioned indoor place they could rehearse until we get out there and that kind of stuff would be, those are dreams. Those are dreams. A property, a building that's ours, that's Theater West Virginia's, that's, people go, oh, you want to go to Theater West Virginia? Right now they're putting on a show at their place right here in town. It's Christmas time, it's winter or whatever, but yeah. That kind of thing.
Yeah. And you all definitely deserve it. You've been a staple in Southern West Virginia for so long.
Yeah.
I think you deserve your own place to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do have locations around town. They are donated and things like that. And they are wonderful. As I said, they are absolutely, I love every one of them. The people that donate and give their time and their space to us. Kudos to all of you. And I could probably go on and on and on and on to all the places that have. But yeah, to have our own place, to say that this is theater, you want to see Theater West Virginia, you want to buy tickets year round, this is where you go.
Awesome.
Yeah. So.
Well, we were hoping that dream comes true since we put it out into the air.
Put it out there. I'm looking for, somebody who has limited resources or a building. They're like, hey, let's donate that to Theater West Virginia.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming to the forum. And,
You're welcome.
And before we go, we're about a minute or so out, but before we go, just in case those donors are out there, can you plug the information one more time?
One more time. We are doing Honey in the Rock, Hatfields and McCoys, and Footloose this season. Honey in the Rock and Hatfield McCoys are June 18th through June 29th. And then Footloose starts July 11th and runs through the 28th. If you'd like to sponsor or if you'd like to buy tickets, you can go to theaterwestvirginia.org. On there also, there's an email link. You can email us at theaterwv62@gmail.com. Or you can reach me at 304-256-6800.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you all for joining us this Sunday. You guys be sure to tune in next week. And until then, have a great week.